Do you have a place where you remember going from not confident to no, now I'm strong, now I am confident? Do you remember when and how that happened?
Confidence, it's a choice. It's not a mental state. Same thing when I fight. I'm going to give you an example. When I'm going to fight Saturday night, I'm going to be scared. I'm going to have doubt in my mind, and it's normal. But the image that I will give the people when I'm going to walk to the octagon is that swagger, that look that it's impossible for me to fail, that I'm invincible and I'm gonna win no matter what. And it's the same thing in life. So you're always afraid, you're scared. This is normal. We're all human beings. That means you're smart. You know what can happen. But what we say, it's you fake it until you make it. And James Lange theory, if you read philosophy and psychology, he says that the mind can dictate the body. So if you're thirsty, your mind will tell your body, grab a water and drink. But the opposite can happen also. So your body can dictate your mind. What I mean is, if you're scared and afraid and you have lack of confidence, if you start acting like you're confident, that is impossible for you to fail, and you act that way, your mind will start to transform, and you will have a transformation that will follow into your mind. And just an example of it, look at Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Muhammad Ali, any great people in this world that have achieved incredible things, they start acting like a champion before they were champion. And they didn't wait to be champion to act like a champion. You know what I mean? I mean champion like confidence. You know, some people are more arrogant than others, but I'm talking about self-confidence. And that's why I'm saying confidence, it's a choice. It's not a real state of mind. So when you hear people say, hey, I'm not afraid, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, this is a little bit of BS, because everybody's afraid. I'm afraid for Saturday night. Michael Bisping is afraid Saturday night. But whether I'm going to be the most well-prepared I can be and control the thing that I control and walk there with that swagger and confidence, that's what is the ultimate thing to do if you want to be successful.
Do you have a philosopher who you live by? Is there one above all others that you enjoy reading, or whose philosophies reach you the most?
I love different philosophers. One that I just crossed my mind right now is René Descartes, a French philosopher that used to live during the Renaissance. He says, life, it's not always as we see it. So to prove the point is, if you take a straw and you put it in a glass of water, the straw is straight when you look at just by itself. But if you put it in a glass of water and you look at it in a certain angle, it feels like the straw is bended. So what René Descartes said is, if my senses can fool me once, that means it can fool me twice. So whatever you see, it's not always the reality. It's your perception of the reality. So everybody sees things from a different angle. So that's why everything is different from every person.
What would you say is the hardest period that you've had in your life? Was it when you took time off? Was it another time? What would you point to and say, that's the time that I struggled the most?
Yeah, towards the end, the last run of towards the previous, the end of my previous run, a lot of things didn't go well in my personal life, and I was also fighting the system, and I was not happy. I truly believe that as an athlete, to be optimal on the performance side, it's like a triangle. You have physical, mental, and emotional. And if one of these things doesn't go well, it affects all the rest. And for me, physically, I was okay physically, but mentally and emotionally, I had a lot of struggle, a lot of problem. And that's why I took a time off, and it was very beneficial for me.
You really know yourself, though, huh? You know yourself. Or is this something you've learned in retrospect more than you learned in the moment?
Well, it's with the experience, you know. I'm someone that always wanted to learn, and you know, in professional sport, we're all athlete at the highest level in every sport. Everybody is athletic. Everybody is gifted, is good athlete. But what makes a difference is here in the brain, the way the choice that you make, the things that you do different, the little thing that will make you be the champion, the greatest, or a normal guy, you know, that will not go and make history. So for me, it's important to learn, and it's also part of life, you know.